This is the only video you need to watch in order to permanently remove all your limiting beliefs and mental blocks. Let's get started. Hi you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyotsna, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how you can remove any limiting belief you have in your mind permanently. Yes, I am going to break it down and tell you step by step what you need to do in order to remove any blocks you have in your mind, any thoughts that are making you self-doubt yourself or question yourself or is giving you a lot of anxiety or worry. Then this is the video you need to watch, because I am going to break it down to you and tell you step by step how you can remove all these limiting beliefs for good permanently from your life. So let's get started. The number one reason that you're not able to manifest anything you want, no matter how many methods you've done, no matter how much you have brainwashed your mind into thinking it's possible for you, it is only because you're not able to get rid of your limiting beliefs. The more limiting beliefs you have, the more it becomes difficult for you to manifest your dream life, because your limiting beliefs have power over whatever it is that you want to manifest. Limiting beliefs are not just thoughts, but they're actually assumptions that you have been feeding your mind for a long period of time, which is why they became a strong belief and have mentally created a belief system in your mind where you just don't think it's possible for you anymore. Like for example, 2 years ago, if someone came to me and told me that I would be a content creator, I would have my own business, I would be selling my digital products, I would be like, that's not possible for me. Like, I don't even think that it's ever going to be possible for me. But now fast forward to where I changed my mind, I rewired my brain into thinking anything and everything is possible for me. I literally have that in my life. So your entire reality can shift overnight the second you decide that it's possible for you, and the second you decide that you're not going to give your limiting beliefs any more power. So the first step you can take in order to let go of these limiting beliefs is certainty. Certainty is the key. The more you act, feel and think with certain about something that you truly want, the more faster it comes into your reality. If you want to stop giving power to your limiting belief, all you have to do is start thinking thoughts in your favor and start thinking them with certainty. Like, it is inevitable, like it's going to happen. It's impossible for it not to happen. It's impossible for you not to get your desires. Our brains are literally familiarity based. So what feels familiar, what feels comfortable, that is what it likes, clinging on to. So if it feels normal for you to get less marks, if it feels normal for you to think that a particular exam is really hard or a particular job is really tough to get because there's too much competition, and you have brainwashed your mind into thinking there's so much competition, I'm not good enough, I don't think it's possible for me, then guess what? Your brain clings on to this thought because this is what feels normal to it. This is what feels like an excuse that's comfortable to hold on to, and that is the reality that it brings into your life. So for me personally, the fastest way to let go of limiting beliefs is just by affirming thoughts that work in my favor. So any affirmation like I am a magnet to miracles, or I always receive blessings, I always receive abundance, or I am universe's favorite child, I always get everything I want because I'm the luckiest girl ever, or even something as simple as everything always works out for me in my highest favor. Like, this is one of my favorite affirmations I use even when I'm going through a bad situation or circumstances that are not in my favor currently in my 3D. An affirmation that I repeat in loop is everything always works out in my highest favor. When I feed these thoughts on a repeated basis every single day, whenever I get limiting beliefs also, it becomes very difficult for those limiting or negative beliefs to hold a top spot in my mind, because most of the time my mind is saturated into thinking that anything and everything is possible for me, and I know everything is always working out for me. Stop attaching and convincing your mind that whatever limiting belief you have, that needs more attention. Or stop trying to give it more power and more energy by thinking continuously on how to fix it and how to solve it. Whenever you get a limiting belief, all you're going to think is, okay, get conscious of it, get self-aware that, okay, this is a limiting belief I'm holding on to. Let me get aware of it and let me not identify with it anymore. Instead of letting this limiting belief feed your entire mind and control your reality, all you're going to do is gently replace that thought by saying, no, that's not possible because I know this is who I am, or it's not possible because because I know I'm exceptionally talented. Step 2 is silence. And yes, every single time I tell this to my clients, they give me like a shocking, surprising look. Like, what do you mean by silence? But silence is also equally important, especially when you're holding on to limiting beliefs, because our brain thinks more than 50,000 thoughts per day. So it becomes very important for you to ground yourself and to have the self-awareness that helps you manifest things you want more clearly. So what I tend to do is I either meditate, or I listen to a quantum jumping meditation, or I just sit in silence for a few minutes trying to absorb and think about all the thoughts that I'm currently thinking, or what is it that is holding me back. Because silence helps you in releasing all the limiting beliefs and doubts you have, because that clarity that you get when you're silent automatically clears all the blocks you have, and it gives you this energy where you just feel like doing whatever it takes in order to accomplish your dreams. So the third one is a method that I created just to make it easy for my clients. It is my "of course it's possible for me" method. So the first thing you're going to do in this method is, whenever you're getting a limiting belief, you're going to question it. You're going to be like, wait, why not? Why is it not possible for me? Why is it not possible for me to get whatever it is that I want? And the second thing you're going to do is immediately repeat in your mind, of course it's possible for me. Of course things are working out for me. Of course everything I want is coming to me naturally. I don't have to put too much effort. Whatever thought that helps you feel good about yourself, or a thought that encourages you to accomplish your dreams, or gives you the belief or hope that you can manifest whatever it is you want, you're going to repeat that sentence. And I add "of course" to make it again feel very certain and very believable. Like, of course it's possible for me. Of course I'm a natural manifester. If you still feel like you're getting a doubt, or you're still feeling anxious, even if you're saying "of course it's possible for me," then you can immediately give some sort of logical evidence to your mind. So let's say I want to be a full-time writer. So if I want to be a full-time writer, I'm holding on to limiting beliefs that what if I fail at it? What if my book is not a bestseller? And what if I'm just not good at writing? Like, nobody's going to buy my books. So what I do is I gently question it, saying, why can't I be a good writer? Why won't my books get published? Why won't people like me? What if it all works out in my favor? And then immediately after that, I think thoughts in my favor, where I say, of course I know I can write well. Of course I know that my book is going to be a bestseller. And the logical evidence I give is, of course I've already written workbooks, I've written guides, I've written research papers when I was in college. I was really good at writing, which is why, everything that I have written so far has worked in my favor. So of course I know that I'm going to be a great writer. Of course I know I'm going to be a bestseller writer. And every single person, no matter what hardships they're facing, or no matter what situation they are in, or whatever dreams they have, we all start as beginners somewhere. When I started creating content, I started as a beginner. I literally started filming videos using my laptop camera. I did not even have a proper professional camera like what I have right now. And I still don't have like a DSLR or one of those fancy cameras with all these lenses, but I still started somewhere. Every single successful person started as a beginner. Somewhere they held on to the belief that helped them get to where they are right now. They had attached themselves with their limiting beliefs, they wouldn't be successful. The worst thing about limiting beliefs is they actually stop you from taking any action, because in your mind you think, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. And that is why even if you want to be a writer, you won't take the action of actually sitting down and writing that first chapter, because in your mind you think, I'm not a good enough writer. So when you start feeding those limiting beliefs and think you're not a good enough writer, it becomes very difficult for you in your 3D to actually take action and publish that book, even if that's a dream that you have and it is totally possible for you. So the best way to saturate your mind is through affirmation tapes. I listen to affirmation tapes every single time I have limiting beliefs, and I have seen a shift in my energy and a shift in the kind of aligned action I take in my 3D. The more I listen to it and the more I saturate my mind, it sort of becomes natural and almost believable. Like, even if it's something false in my life and not something that's true, it still feels like, okay, wait, I think it's possible for me just because I listened to an affirmation tape. So you can check out all of my affirmation tapes, as well as you can get all of them for free with the Manifest Instantly course. So check it out. I will link them all down below. So that was it, you guys. This was everything that I wanted to talk about in order to get rid of your limiting beliefs. You can use affirmation tapes, you can use meditation tapes, you can also use my personal favorite method, which is, of course, it's all possible for me. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite method was and what you're going to try try now in order to get rid of your limiting beliefs permanently. Treat your limiting beliefs like fleeting thoughts in your mind. You don't have to identify with it and you don't have to give it more power. Just like how you think about thoughts such as, I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner, or I don't know what's for lunch, some of the silly thoughts we have on a day-to-day basis. Start treating your limiting beliefs like that. They're just silly thoughts in my mind. They aren't going to have more power, or they aren't going to stop me from living my true dream life, and they aren't going to stop me from manifesting whatever it is that I want. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. Also check out Manifest Instantly. It is on my TopMate page. It is the best course that I have ever created. I have gotten some of the most amazing testimonials on Stan as well as on TopMate. So definitely check it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Lots of love. Bye.